Hi everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel, Skool Gunner. How you all getting on out there, guys? I hope you enjoyed yesterday's victory against Leicester City. It was a great win for the club, a great 3 points. I think we can all be happy with that result. Fantastic performance again from Aaron Ramsdale and the team. In fairness, the whole team, they played fantastic throughout. I'm just going to talk a little bit about my channel first before I get into the game. Of course, this is the season 21-22 live stream, episode 13. Welcome along, guys. Smash a like to this video with me. Subscribe to my channel, Old Skool Gunner, if you haven't already. And make sure to click on the notifications that you get notified every time I upload some content. Thank you, guys. I appreciate it. And thank you to everybody that has supported my channel through the last 3 years. I appreciate it, guys. Without further ado, I'm just going to mention a couple of other YouTube channels, big them up, and then we'll get on and we'll talk about Arsenal's season so far. Yesterday's match, the great win away to Leicester at the King Power Stadium, and we'll take it from there, guys. Just going to talk a little bit, like I said, about a couple of YouTubers there, channels I like. Maybe you can check them out, have a look. First is Warren's Team Talk. Check out his channel, guys. He does many quality uploads, watch-alongs. He does a score center, which I have done with him. I'm going to go on his channel maybe in 2 weeks' time, and we can do it together, like a watch-along, a score center, keeping people up to date on all the live scores in the Premier League. So check out his channel, Warren's Team Talk. Next guy is Arsenal Alex. Check out his YouTube channel, guys. You can follow him on Instagram on Arsenal Alex and the number 1. Next guy is Drawn by Dre. He does a possession-based podcast once a week, a weekly possession-based podcast with friends of his. I have guested on it a couple of times. He has guested on my channel. So check out his channel, Drawn by Dre. Follow him on Instagram on Drawn by Dre. Next guy I'm going to talk about is, it's like 3 guys together. They have their own channel. It's a very good channel. It's a relatively new channel, but it's that is the 3 Pointers TV. Check out their channel. They have fantastic watch-alongs. The most entertaining watch-alongs I've seen in a long, long time. They're 3 die-hard Gooners, old school, like myself. Less of the old, they'll be telling me. Fair enough, lads. But they're old school like myself, and they really, really, really love the club. And their watch-alongs are very entertaining. Their intros, their graphics, their editing is top-notch. I mean, one of the best I've seen. One of the best I've seen. They're well up there. Next one I'm going to talk about is, let's see if I leave anyone out. Last but not least, a guy that I have collaborated with recently, the Aussie Gooner. Check him out, guys. He's an Arsenal fan based in Sydney, Australia. A die-hard Gooner like myself, and a very entertaining channel. Check him out also on Instagram on the Aussie Gooner. If you're looking for the link, check out my last collaboration. I collaborated with him like a day ago. So on Friday we did a collaboration. Check that out, and I have him hashtagged in the video. It'll take you directly to his channel. Say no more about it, guys. All right, couple of comments coming in there. Hi Taib, how you getting on, man? I hope you enjoyed the game yesterday. It was a fantastic result for the team. I didn't see it coming, I'll be honest. Maybe a lot of people, I know the Aussie Gooner, he had his finger on the pulse. He saw this coming a mile off, but I didn't see that coming at all, that result. I was well impressed. Ramsdale again was an absolute monster in goal for the team. What can you say about this man? I mean, incredible. All right, I have another comment coming in there. Big gut man. Who does Arsenal sign in January? Who do we need to sign in January? I still think we need a striker, and I think we need a defensive midfielder. Who we get? Why we let Torreira go at that time? I mean, Torreira was a very good player for Arsenal. He could do that role for us. He was a pit bull in the middle of the park. Very strong, quick, agile, and a good passer. Great in the tackle. Maybe we can get him back. But yeah, we need a DM and we need a striker. Who could we get as striker? I know we're scoring a couple of goals now, and the team are all contributing. Like yesterday, Gabriel got a goal. We got a goal from a defender and we got a goal from a midfielder. It's not just fair to put it all on Lacazette and Aubameyang's shoulders. The team in general is playing well, and the goals are coming from different areas of the field, which is very important. But we need an out-and-out striker. I'm trying to think. It's a good question. Who would I get? Yeah. Leave it with me, man. I'll think about it. Of course, Locatelli was a guy I like. I like Lautaro Martinez at Inter Milan. Martinez was my first choice in pre-season, but of course, when Inter Milan sold their best striker, Romelu Lukaku, they weren't going to sell Lautaro Martinez also. I mean, they weren't going to let their two best players go, their two best forwards, you know what I mean? So we were out of the running there, really. We lost out, as simple as that. Not for the first time, thanks to Arteta. But anyway, just so you know, guys, not to put a downer on things, respect to the team yesterday and respect to the players for getting that result. And I hope the fans enjoy it because we are the best fans in the world, guys. And the fans of the club, they deserve it. They deserve that win. They deserve to celebrate it. It was a great victory over Leicester. Away from home, 3 points in the bag, up to 6th. Things are going well. But I'm still Mikel Arteta out, guys. I think another manager could come in and do a better job. I don't think he's going to take us further. That's my opinion. You know what I mean? Simple as. I'm not one of these fair weather fans that I change my opinion when we win a game. No. I've seen enough football now, guys, in my life. I supported the club since 1993. I know when we have a good manager and when we don't, regardless of how many good players we have. Another comment from Taib, guys. I'm just going to put that up there. Thank you to Ben for coming along and tuning in. I appreciate it, man. All right. Taib was saying if Xhaka gets back into the side after injury, then Arteta must be sacked. He's definitely going to come back into the team. I gave him a 4-year contract, and it's the last thing that I want to see. But I have to kind of face up to reality a bit. He's definitely going to come back into the team. There's no doubt about it. Unfortunately, I'm not a fan of the players, of course. I don't know why he got a new contract. I don't know why they gave him this 4-year contract. We should have just let him run down the year he had left and offload him. You know what I mean? Maybe get rid of him in the January transfer window. All this talk that we tried to sell Xhaka to Roma in pre-season, complete and utter lies, nonsense. They didn't mean to sell him. Think of what they did with Mesut Ozil. They let him rot on the bench until his contract ran out, and then they moved him on. He went over to Turkey, back to Turkey. You don't give a player a new contract when you're looking to sell him. You know what I mean? And then they made up this big story that AS Roma wanted him, but then the deal broke down. According to Gazzetta dello Sport, in Italy, 6 weeks beforehand, the move was already dead in the water. There was no chance Roma and Jose Mourinho were going to take Xhaka. But the club kept on feeding it to the media, feeding it to the stooges. Of course, they filtered down to the fans, and they tried to suck us all in. I wasn't sucked in by it. They give the man a new 4-year contract. Sure, they obviously don't want him to leave the club. It's as simple as that. I'm going to move on past the Xhaka thing now because, to be honest, man, that player, I mean to say, disrespectful towards the fans. And he's a nothing player. Crap. You know what I mean? Everyone's entitled to their opinion, lads, and I'm entitled to mine. And I'm going to call it straight. He's a nothing player. He's only at Arsenal because he can't go anywhere else. Nobody else wants him. The truth hurts. You know what I mean? He's a better player than me, obviously, but I'm crap. The only reason, at least I can admit it, guys, the only reason he's not going to another club is because he's rubbish, because no other club wants him. He would never get into any of the top clubs' teams, guys. He wouldn't get into the United team. Not that they're a top club to get the hammer left, right, and centre right now. But Liverpool, obviously Spurs, they did a Spursy against United yesterday, made Ole Gunnar Solskjaer look good. Yeah, Nuno Espirito Santo makes Ole Gunnar Solskjaer look like Zinedine Zidane. You know what I mean? There's some bunch. Anyway, I'm going to move away from that now. But let me know what you think of the game yesterday, guys. A fantastic result for the club. Let me just check out something there, guys. Let me just big up a few people. But yeah, great result. And thank you to Ty, man, for tuning in. I appreciate it. Let me know what you think of the performance yesterday. And who do you think was the man of the match? Of course, everybody is going for Ramsdale. He's getting a 10 out of 10. I give him a 9.5. You know, he could improve. But on a serious note, guys, he's absolutely been a revelation this season. He, for me, is our player of the season already. I've got nothing but respect for this young man. I mean, he's an incredible goalkeeper, and he puts it all on the line out there. He plays with his heart and his soul. He plays with everything he has. Even when we're losing, even when we're under the cosh, he keeps to his game plan, and he keeps his head. He doesn't lose it. You know what I mean? And he's a young guy. But a lot of people could follow his example. And he marches the defence. He's got them on their toes. and he's a native English speaker, guys. He's able to. Okay, we've got Tomiyasu in the team, and when Kieran Tierney's playing, I mean, you couldn't say that he speaks English really. I don't know, it's something like me. He doesn't really speak English. It's something relating to it. But yeah, we also have Ben White in the backs. Gabriel, but he marshals the defense very well. Aaron Ramsdale. He's for me the player of the season so far. They can just stop taking votes on that. No, he's the man. You know what I mean? Ramsdale is an incredible goalkeeper. I could see Leno's concerned face when he was on the bench yesterday looking at Ramsdale. He looked concerned. He didn't put in a bad performance in the Carabao Cup, Leno, but I could see the way he was looking at Ramsdale, and he kind of knew, yeah. I don't think he's going to get the number one spot back. I think Leno needs to leave in pre-season, of course, because he's going to slip down the pecking order with the German national team. He needs to be playing first team football. He needs to be the number one, the regular goalkeeper, to feature at all for the German national team. I mean, they've got a lot of goalkeepers. They're not lacking players, Germany. They always have 4 or 5 for each position. Yeah. The German Football Association is a serious it's another animal, guys. So he's going to find it very hard to get back into Germany if he can't. He needs to move on. Supposedly Juventus are looking for him. They're looking at him. We don't know, guys. We'll have to see. But would Juventus really want him? Jeez, I don't know. No disrespect to him, No disrespect to him. But yeah, would they really want him is the question. It's hard to say, It's hard to say. All right. Let me continue on anyway. Let's talk a little bit about the game. Of course, it was an incredible victory. We were absolutely delighted with the win. I couldn't be happier. Like I said, I'm still out 110%. But the game yesterday was fantastic. Now we need to look ahead to the next games. It's as simple as that. We don't have European football. That is like a blessing in disguise this season. How many of you think we can qualify for Europe? Can we get back in? Excuse me. It is not going to be easy. There's no doubt about that. Let me just check out the standings here, guys, and I'll tell you the standings. First, we 10 games played, yeah. Chelsea, 10 played, won 8, drawn 1, lost 1, 25 points. Liverpool, from 10, they have won 6, drawn 4, lost 0. Liverpool are the only unbeaten team this season. They're on 22 points. They're 3 points behind Chelsea. Chelsea lost, but they've had 8 wins out of 10. You know what I mean? I think Taib was saying earlier that it looks like Chelsea could be going for the league, that they could be champions this year. We'll see, but they're looking good. They're looking good. Third place are City, 10 games played, 6 wins, drawn 2, lost 2, 20 points. Then come the Hammers. I think the Hammers are playing Everton today, the way it looks like, because they have 9, or maybe Villa or Leeds. There's a couple of teams with 9 games played. But West Ham, they have 9 games played, 5 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses on 17. Then come United, 10 played, 5 wins, 2 draws, 3 losses, 17. Arsenal, exactly the same. Exactly the same. Same points, same games won. The only difference is the goal difference. Then come Brighton in 7th, Spurs in 8th, Everton and Leicester in 10th. That makes up the top 10, guys. The matches, the way it's looking, you'll have to see. It's Villa playing West Ham today, and Norwich against Leeds. Wow. Just when things were looking to get good again for Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, guys, after they beat Spurs yesterday, after that absolute hammering they took against Liverpool, at home to Liverpool, that complete capitulation, what was regarded as the worst performance in the Premier League history by a home team. Anyway, I'll just get that in there. United are playing City on November the 6th, so we're going to have to see how that works out. It's going to be a tough one, City are going to destroy them. That's my opinion. But we'll see what happens on the day. Arsenal's next game is against Watford. That is next Sunday. Okay, so a week from now, Arsenal are at home to Watford. After that, we play Liverpool. Okay. There's actually a 2-week break after the Watford game. We're going to need it. And then we're away to Liverpool. That's going to be a serious game. After that, we are home to Newcastle. Yeah. I'm going to talk a little bit about yesterday's game now. Let's get straight into this. No messing. You know what I mean? Let me just band around a few things there. Okay. Okay. So one more. Okay. All right. Let me just check something. All right. So I'm going to talk about the game. Yesterday's win over Leicester, of course, at the King Power Stadium. A great victory for the club. A great win. I'm absolutely delighted with it. One of the best performances I've seen in a long time. Of course, like I said, guys, I'm still making Arteta out. That hasn't changed. I mean, say no more about it. But it is what it is. It was a fantastic win. Um, I didn't see it coming, to be honest. Rate Leicester very highly, and I thought they would have too much for us at home at the King Power Stadium, especially after they beat Manchester United 4-2. But of course, United were not really at the races the last couple of games. No disrespect to Leicester. You can only beat who's in front of you. But definitely, the way it was looking, yeah, honestly, I thought that Leicester were going to beat us. They have a serious team, in my opinion. Quality team, not to be underestimated. But we managed to beat them. I'm just going to talk in depth about it now. Let me just do something here first, guys, and then I'll get straight into it. But yeah, the way it's been going, I mean, we can't say the performance I was very happy with. I mean, needless to say, it was a very good performance from the club. Absolutely, 110%. It was a great performance. That's the way it is, guys. The way it went actually in the game, like I said, for me, the goalkeeper, Aaron Ramsdale, his performance was absolutely fantastic. He was unbeatable all day long. I mean, Leicester couldn't live with him. I heard something, I was talking to the Aussie Gooner earlier. If you haven't, guys, check out his channel, the Aussie Gooner, and check him out on Instagram on the Aussie Gooner. Don't forget to click on the notification bell that you get notified every time he uploads content. He's uploading at least one time a day. He's very active on Instagram. Check out his channel, the Aussie Gooner. We did a collaboration like 2 days ago. Do yourselves a favor and check that out. But for me, Aaron Ramsdale, he definitely is our player of the season. I mean, we can even stop the voting now. He was unbeatable again yesterday. Fantastic goalkeeper. You remember that save from Lucas Moura when we won against Spurs at the Emirates, guys? Yesterday it was even better than that. The save from Maddison from the free kick, incredible. And the follow-up from Evans, he got something on it to stop the ball crossing the line. Incredible reactions. It was a great win yesterday. Absolutely fantastic win for the club. Like I said, I couldn't be happier. Next, we have Watford. After that, we have Liverpool. And then we have Newcastle. It's Watford home, Liverpool away, Newcastle home. We need to win the Watford game. Because to be honest, Liverpool and Anfield, I know we have been playing well, but Liverpool are a different animal. Look at the way they dealt with Manchester United. I mean, okay, yesterday it didn't go too well for them. I think they got a 2-2 with Brighton. But look at the way they dealt with Manchester United. It's going to be a very hard game against Liverpool. We need to get the win against Watford. We need to take the 3 points. If we're relying on the Liverpool game, it's not going to work for us. Of course, after that, we have Newcastle. They're going through their own problems. I think we'll beat them, to be honest. I think we'll beat Watford. I don't want to sound too cocky now because we got a couple of wins under our belt. But the Liverpool game, we could come back down to earth with a bump. I mean, they didn't have the best of days yesterday. Arsenal are improving all the time, but the Liverpool forwards, their attack is irresistible at times. And with Mo Salah, they have a player that can turn a game on a head in an instant. He's an incredible, incredible forward, an unbelievable player. Arguably the greatest player in the world right now on form. So if we have to face him, you know the way Klopp is. I mean, he's a master tactician. He's going to get the better of Arteta one way or the other. Of course, it's not Klopp against Arteta on the field, but I honestly think they'll have a little bit too much for us in that game. If I got offered a draw, no way would take it. We should go into the game confident, but we need to take the points against Watford because that Liverpool game, it's hard to predict. You know what I mean? They have to go in as favourites. I mean, the way the team has been playing, even though they had a little blip yesterday, a little slip up, they have to go in as favourites. It's as simple as that. I'm going to talk a little bit about Aaron Ramsdale, of course, and his performances. Yesterday, a lot of people raised eyebrows, guys, when we signed him. We forked out an initial 24 million from the player. He had been relegated with 2 different clubs at that point. I don't know why we let Martinez go. It didn't make sense to me. When we were going to bring him in then, I mean, it didn't make sense. We sold Martinez to Villa, and he's an incredible goalkeeper. And had to fork out an extra 24 million where we could have spent it on a midfielder, a striker, to bring in Ramsdale. But he has made me and everybody else eat our words. He's caught those words, guys, and he's rammed them down our throats. His performances have been absolutely unbelievable. I mean, for a young player, it just goes to show you don't need to fork out 100 million, 120 million. You can find homegrown talent in England itself. Like Bart Leno was a German international. That's a grand job, yeah? All well and good. But Ramsdale is head and shoulders above him in the goalkeeping department. His distribution is absolutely unbelievable. His organising of the defence, his communication. He's much more vocal and active than Leno. Leno was like walking around in a daydream. You know what I mean? He's like a zombie in between the sticks. Ramsdale is alive and kicking, and that's the way he does it. And he's excellent at the mind games. I mean, he unsettles people the whole time. Yeah, he's definitely unsettling Bart Leno anyway. Anyone you see yesterday, Bart Leno in the dugout, man, looking across at Ramsdale making all those saves, and he was just like shaking his head and just looking. Like he knows he's screwed. Like he's not going to get back in. He's not going to be number 1. You know what I mean? There's not a hope. Anyway, of course, Ramsdale, guys, he has back-to-back relegations on his CV. There was a couple of eyebrows raised. Like I said, me too. I wasn't too complimentary to the guy. He caught those words and he stuffed them down my throat. You know what I mean? You can't help but sit up and take notice of the man. I mean, incredible, incredible heart, determination, spirit, and he's technically a very good goalkeeper. I mean, he's top quality. I don't know who trained him, man. I don't know what was going on when he was a kid, but he listened and he learned. He's very, very good. I mean to say, he has not been on the losing side since he became Arsenal's number 1 goalkeeper. Say no more about it. Oh, man. He's very, very good, guys. We're very lucky to have him as goalkeeper. That's all there is about it. It's as simple as that. All right. He's really epitomizing the team now, guys, with those 3 excellent saves yesterday. He's everything that's right with the team at the moment. That's going well. He kept us in it. He made an incredible save just before halftime. Even Arteta himself recognised that. And Arteta's not one to give compliments to players. He doesn't know what's going on at the club. But at least he's able to recognise that Ramsdale is fantastic. Incredible, incredible save. I mean to say, the save, guys, from James Maddison was absolutely unbelievable. I mean, one of the greatest saves I've ever seen. Of course, Peter Schmeichel, to give him his props, he bigged up Ramsdale after that save. And his son plays for Leicester, plays for the opposition, Casper. Of course, Casper is nowhere near the level of Peter, the Great Dane, back in the day. Great goalkeeper I ever saw, Peter Schmeichel. But respect to him for pointing out about Ramsdale. It's one of the greatest saves you ever seen. All right, I have a few people joining in. I'm happy to say. I've had 3 all along now. It's jumping a bit. The McMahon Sense. Hello, everyone. Hope you're all well. Ramsdale was incredible yesterday. I'm keeping well, man, and I hope everybody watching is too. Incredible. I saw you didn't upload the McManus on your channel. I liked and I commented on it. A very good upload there. It's got me thinking about buying a few things when I go back to Europe now. I'm heading back in like a week, so it's got me thinking I'm going to buy a few things of aftershave. I'll be looking at your channel, the tips you give, to see which are the good ones. But like I said, I watched the video. Yeah, I haven't had a couple of bottles of aftershave in a while, so I'm going to buy one or two when I head back. And for when I head out in the town with the wife, like I'm smelling fresh. You know what I mean? I'm looking good. It's important in my country, you know. Gotta be out and about, showing your face. All right, but yeah, guys, if you haven't, check out this man's channel, the McManus Sense. Do yourselves a favor. You might be surprised what you find, guys. It's very entertaining. Subscribe and click on the notifications bell and get notified every time he uploads some content. Another comment coming in. You're doing good. Continue. Yeah, Dasha Patel. Thanks for the compliment, man. Thanks for the compliment. Guys, if you have any spare time today, look at my old Skool Gunner playlist on my channel and just let that play for me for a while. So I'm looking to get more watch hours. I'd appreciate it. I'm going to ask straight out. You know what I mean? That's not beneath me. Us small YouTubers, we have to do everything we can. We have to play the game in a different way. Dasha Patel, if you want some discussion, please on Talk Football HD. Okay, thank you for that. And thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. All right. But yeah, guys, like I said, Aaron Ramsdale, for me already, he is our player of the season, without a doubt. He was absolutely incredible yesterday. He just keeps everybody calm in the team too. I mean, his saves, he's reliable, he's strong, he's just very responsible, and he communicates well with the defence. He marshals the back four like a general in the army, guys. You know what I mean? Laugh at that if you want, but it's true. He has us marshaled. It's like a military operation with him in the back four. Everybody, they do their best, and he makes them feel comfortable because they know they have a good goalkeeper behind them. You know what I mean? When you've got a nervous goalkeeper that's prone to mistakes, like poor Bernd Leno, it unsettles the whole back four. Whereas Ramsdale, he's communicating, he's talking, and he's leading by example. He doesn't just talk the talk and then not be able to back it up. You know what I mean? My post on his Twitter account, the best save I've seen for years by Ramsdale. It was an incredible save. I mean, what a save. And then he saved the follow-up too, and he tried to smash that in. Oh man. He just got enough on it with his body to stop it from crossing the line. He started the season, guys, and he was playing second to Leno, yeah? Let me check this out here. He started the season, he was playing second to Leno. His promotion to first choice goalkeeper has coincided with a 7-game unbeaten league run. He has the highest save percentage outside of Chelsea's Mendy in the Premier League, 86% save percentage. He's in second place so far. Mendy has 90%. It's first Mendy, second Ramsdale, third the Wolves keeper Jose Sa, then comes Fabianski, ex-Arsenal of course at West Ham, and then comes Jordan Pickford at Everton. There you have it. I don't know, he's got to be pushing for recognition with England. I mean, England played with Pickford in the Euros. He's outperforming him by a long way. I mean, and that's not take nothing away from Pickford. I'm a fan of his. I think he's a very good goalkeeper. This is the Everton goalkeeper, yeah. I played with him at the Euros. He was very, very good. I'm a fan of his. But Ramsdale, people need to be waking up and taking notice of this man. He's an incredible goalkeeper. I mean, unbelievable talent. We're lucky to have him at the club. Like I said, for me already, he's our player of the season. Simple as. Yeah, he made 4 saves there, guys. Important ones to stop Leicester getting back into the game. If they had scored at any time there, I think they would have pulled themselves back into the match. He was rated as player of the match. He got a player rating from BBC Sport, 9.36 from 10. Second highest mark awarded to any Premier League goalkeeper this term. Simple as that. Simple as that, guys. Let me just pull up this comment from the McManus Sense. You did, mate. Thanks for that. Appreciate the kind comments. I'll find something on my channel that you like. Anyway, Ramsdale was excellent and ESR looked good yesterday. Glad I was proved wrong. Yeah, I'm glad I was proved wrong too. You know what I mean? Like we thought before the game we were going to get turned over. But Leicester at home, I mean, you can't blame us for thinking that because Leicester at home are an animal. I mean, they absolutely trashed United. Okay, United, apart from yesterday's win against a useless Spurs team, United, they're not going so well. So I wasn't thinking much about them beating United 4-2 when I saw how bad United played. Of course, when they first beat them and I didn't realize how bad United were, it sent shockwaves because they went from 2-1 to 4-2. They hammered them. In the last 20 minutes, they tore them apart. Of course, that was concerning, you know what I mean, because of the quality of the football they played and devastating finishing. But United were very weak in that game, and Arsenal showed what can be done. I was talking to the Aussie Gooner, and he was saying this morning when I got up here, I did a video, and he was saying, people were saying to him like, well, they were all over you, Leicester were all over you. We need a ruthless streak in football. They didn't put the ball in the net. We ceded in possession. We kept a certain formation, and we let them have it in places they couldn't hurt us. When they did create chances into the box, Ramsdale and the defence were equal to everything. We didn't get that win yesterday by luck. People need to get that through their heads. Anyone saying that they were all over us, they need to get that through their heads. We didn't get the win by luck. It was a very good performance. The team was strong from the front to the back. Everybody played their part. Nobody can say that the team didn't deserve that victory yesterday. The only people that are probably saying that are people biased to Leicester, or just anyone that hates Arsenal. Maybe all the Spurs fans that got whooped yesterday. You know what I mean? They're dropping like a stone, man. Nuno Espirito Santo, he's going to be out of a job, in my opinion. Not to talk about Spurs, guys, but I think the manager there, I think Santo is going to be out of a job soon enough. I mean, they're having a dreadful run. I mean, the team is falling apart. I mean, poor Harry Kane wanted to leave, and Chairman Daniel Levy blocked it. He wouldn't let the man leave. Kane wanted to go to Manchester City, and he should have went, in my opinion. I mean, there's no point in coming to Arsenal. He would never come anyway, even though he's an Arsenal fan. He would never come anyway because he would never cross the great divide. He doesn't have the balls that Sol Campbell has. You know what I mean? Sol Campbell is one in a million. Sol Campbell wanted to win something. He came and he won something. He won the league with Arsenal. Kane wants to be successful. He's not going to win the league if he comes to Arsenal, but he wanted to go to Manchester City. He should have been let go. I mean, look at him now. He's never going to win anything. And I think after the Euros, Kane realised maybe he might not win something with the England team. Maybe, because they have a very good team. Who knows what's to come in next year's World Cup. But Kane, he wanted to go and win something in the Premier League because he's not sure at international level will he ever win something. I mean, there's not many trophies you can win at international level, and it's highly competitive. And last year they gave, like in the summer, they gave everything they had, and they fell short in the final against Italy. Best team won. Italy outplayed them. No one can say any different. But maybe he was thinking, he'd like to win something, and domestically is probably his best option. I feel sorry for Harry Kane. I'm not a fan of his, but say no more about it, guys. They're dropping like a stone, Spurs, and the manager, he's all at sea. He's clueless. I mean, United had the bit between their teeth yesterday. After that mauling against Liverpool, you could see when they came out on the field, their faces when they walked out of the tunnel. I mean, they were serious. They weren't messing around. There was nobody play acting. They were playing the ball forward any chance they got. And guys were putting their foot in and playing the pass. Everybody was playing to the best they possibly could and full concentration because of the hammering they took against Liverpool. They couldn't let that happen again. I mean, they looked like they had got a real talking to. So there was none of them smiling. No one was laughing. The seriousness of their faces when they came out for that game yesterday, it was frightening. I mean, I looked at them coming out. I was like, they mean business. They're not going to be fun wanted, and they weren't. You know what I mean? The McManus sense made. I thought Leicester played okay. I don't think they were all over us. They had chances. Just we took chances. Leicester did exactly. You know what I mean? You don't score until you score. And we scored 2 right at the start, so it was nice. Happy days. Thanks for that comment. I appreciate it. In the game with another one. Kane is a shadow of himself. Spurs should have cashed in on him as he's enjoying his football. Exactly. He's enjoying his football and he doesn't want to be at the club. 100 million, I think Manchester City were going to fork out for him. That's a drop in the ocean for them. You know what I mean? It would have been handy money for Spurs. Handy money. His heart isn't in it, And he does love the club. I honestly believe that. But like I said, after what happened to England in the summer, now he's wondering is he ever actually going to win something of note. You know what I mean? I don't think he's ever won a trophy. I don't think about that. But yeah, they hit the heights before getting to the Champions League final. Liverpool completely outplayed them. An incredible Liverpool team beat them. Yeah, they just can't, I feel sorry for Kane. I really do. You know what I mean? and I don't like the player much. He's always scored against Arsenal. He's been very good against us, except the last day. I feel sorry for him, man. They should have let him go. Daniel Levy blocking it. If the player wants to go, let him go. Robin van Persie, for example. If the player wants to go, let him go. It hurts, but what can you do? You know what I mean? And he went to United, he won the title, and he destroyed us when he came back to play against us. What can you do, man? If the player wants to go, let him go. It's as simple as that. In the long run, you're better off. Anyway, you see what's happening to them now. And the manager, he's going to lose his job, in my opinion. I'd be surprised if he was still in charge in the new year. If they keep going like they're going, they'll always flatter to deceive, Spurs will always flatter to deceive. I'm not putting the boot in because I'm an Arsenal fan. You know what I mean? I wish them all the best for the season. I mean that. We got bigger problems. We got bigger fish to fry. We've got Arteta as coach. But they'll always flatter to deceive. It's going to be very difficult for them to do anything with that coach. And I mean that. I mean, he's like Solskjaer. He's like Arteta. He's a nothing coach. You know what I mean? I can remember when you said Ronaldo was a problem at United. He's proven you wrong again. Mindset of a bozo. Oh, nice comment. I don't think I said he was the problem, yeah. I'm not backtracking, but yeah, you need to respect my opinion anyway. I put that comment up there now because I want to be fair, that everybody have their comment. You know what I mean? If you're in love with Ronaldo, that's your business. I myself like women. If you like men, that's up to you, my friend. If you want to meet me sometime and talk about it, we can meet up and discuss it man to man. No problem. You let me know. Okay. So let me take that stupid comment off. Anyway, guys, a friend of mine is a United fan. I think what that clown was talking about there. A friend of mine is a United fan, and he said to me that he thinks Ronaldo was the problem because Ronaldo was just goal hanging. This guy is obviously a Ronaldo fanboy. That's cool. You know what I mean? But my friend said to me that he is a United fan, a diehard. He said he thinks Ronaldo was the problem because he's not covering much ground. He's a goal hanger. And I agree with him. You know what I mean? And he's entitled to his opinion, just like this clown is. But Cavani, my friend thinks that Cavani should play ahead of him. He's a United fan. I agree with him because Cavani puts in a shift and he covers a lot of ground. Ronaldo was goal hanging in those games and he wasn't covering ground and he was very outspoken about the manager. Ronaldo was a law unto himself. Let's not forget that. But he was very outspoken about the manager. And one swallow doesn't make a summer. Let's see how he does for the rest of the season and let's see where United finish. Simple as that. Somebody here with a nice comment coming in, somebody that actually is worthy of posting their comment, not like that last clown. Arsenal Alex, big up, bro. Yeah, big up yourself, man. How are you getting on? Welcome along to the live stream. I know you must be happy with yesterday's result, but I know you're still the same about Mikel Arteta. That goes without saying. Because you're like me, we go way back with the club. You supported the club years longer than me, a couple of years. You've seen more league titles. Like a lot of these Arteta fanboys, these younger fans have not. We know a thing or two. But definitely it's a positive thing what's happening at the club. And I'm happy for the fans, for the real fans, not the plastic fans, not the Arteta fanboys. I'm happy with the real fans. You know what I mean? It was a good win yesterday, and they played well away to Leicester. And they didn't bottle it. They didn't do a Spursy on it. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. I was happy with the result yesterday. Ramsdale is playing absolutely out of his skin. I mean, for me, he's our player of the season. I don't think anyone is going to challenge him. Absolutely no way. You're happy with the result, but you're still Arteta out. Yeah, me too. I just think another manager can take us further. He can get more out of the players. Like now we have a quality team, a quality squad. You know what I mean? It's as simple as that. That's how I see things. It all depends, But I'm happy enough now. The results have been going well. Of course, I want Mikel Arteta to leave the club. There was another comment on there. Let me see. Yeah, Tayyip Hussein was on, and he was concerned that when Xhaka comes back, that Arteta's going to put him straight in. We all know that's going to happen. I mean, it's inevitable. They're in love with each other or something. I don't know what's going on with the two of them. But Arteta is definitely going to play Granit Xhaka again. Without a doubt. 110%. As soon as he comes back, he'll be back into the team. They don't give him a 4-year contract and not playing. So that's something to worry about, That's something to worry about. All right, let's see. Arsenal next time, of course. We'll slot that. Oh, we've got the one. Great win, but Ramsdale can't be man in the match forever. We have Watford next at home. I think we can do something in that game. Then we have Liverpool. And then we have Newcastle. So it's Watford home, Liverpool away, Newcastle home. We need to take the 3 points against Watford, absolutely. The Liverpool game, look, I'm an optimist. I'm 110% making Arteta out. I'm an optimist, guys. Arteta, Edwin County. But the game against Liverpool, I think they'll beat us. Absolutely no doubt in my mind. But they are a fantastic, fantastic, fantastic team. Yeah, like I said, guys, for anybody that hasn't, guys, if you watch the start of my channel, I recommended a couple of different Arsenal channels, YouTubers that you should check out, and this man was one of them. It's Arsenal Alex. Smash the like on his video, guys. Subscribe to his channel. And don't forget to click on the notification bell. You get notified every time he uploads a lot of content. He's doing a lot of content right now. He does reviews, previews. He does a lot of the video shorts, the YouTube shorts. That seems to be the way it's going a bit at the moment. He's a very good YouTuber. Check out his channel. Also check him out on Instagram. It's Arsenal Alex and the number 1. Do yourselves a favor. Yeah, but the result yesterday, I was happy with it. I would like to see Mikel Arteta be replaced. I don't want to see Granit Xhaka come back into the team, of course. But I know Arteta is going to put him in there. I know that's going to happen. It's inevitable. It is what it is. Another comment coming in. The McManus says, smash the likes, everyone. Subscribe to the Old School Gunner and click the notification bell. Excellent content. Yeah, thanks for the big up there. Thanks for the support. I'm doing my best, I'm doing my best, guys. I had a bit of bad luck yesterday, I was meant to be doing a live stream with Warren from Warren's Team Talk. I'm going to talk openly now. And my wife's grandmother had a stroke, so during the night, she's 93 years of age, guys. So luckily we're still over here in Venezuela for another week. We were able to go see her and spend time with her. But yeah, tough times. She's hanging on in there. She's holding tough. But yesterday was a roller coaster of a day, trust me. You wake up in the morning and you get news like that. It's like, all right, kick between the legs. You know what I mean? All right, kick between the legs, man. But yeah, that kind of knocked the stuffing out of me yesterday. I'm getting back into it. I didn't sleep too well, as you can see. I look wrecked. But yeah, it is what it is, guys. She's an old woman, man. She's 93. But yeah, my wife was upset, so it is what it is, It is what it is, guys. So I'll move on past that now. Right, let's get back into it. Yeah, she's all right, man. She's holding tough. She's pulling up. She's tough, but yeah. But you know who she actually is? A bit of trivia. She is the wife of the first manager and the guy that actually organized the first Venezuelan football team. He organized the first team. He played for Genoa back in the day in Serie A, and he used to have war with Giuseppe Meazza. Of course, the San Siro, the Giuseppe Meazza Stadium. My wife's grandfather, Vittorio Godina, is his name. He played for Genoa. He played for the Genoa. They had war with Inter Milan. Him and Meazza were at each other's throats. Him and Giuseppe Meazza. Meazza was an incredible player. When he actually retired, then Meazza said, finally I can score against the Genoa, because he just used to kick bits out of him. Football was different back then. An incredibly strong guy, and built like a tank. It's actually his wife. His wife is my wife's grandmother. It's just a bit of trivia there. He actually founded the first Venezuelan national football team, believe it or not, and coached him. So a bit of trivia for you there, guys. That's who she is. But yeah, he's long gone, unfortunately, now. But she's hanging tough. She's holding tough. Yeah, guys, it is what it is. But no matter if you're Arteta in or Arteta out, a lot of the real fans are Arteta out. We should be happy with the result yesterday. I know you are. I mean, this is for the fans, guys. And it's pleasing to see the way the team is playing. And it's pleasing to see Ramsdale, the way he's playing. She's gone to the supermarket, Sasha. Camila. She's gone to the supermarket. Okay. But But yeah, guys, it's like that. Sorry about that. There's a relation of mine outside there. I was just passing on some information. But yeah, that's the way it is, yeah. Pretty cool stuff, you know. Yeah, it's cool. It's cool. I have a lot of photos that I took, you know, different photos I was showing. I actually have some of them there. I could post them maybe at some point, but I can post them on my Instagram. Check out my Instagram, Old School Gunner. I already posted on it. But yeah, check out my Instagram, guys. I can post a couple of the photos I have there. Like my father-in-law, where he works, it's his dad, yeah. He has the picture of the first team, the Vino Tinto, because of the color of the jersey, yeah, like wine. It's Vino Tinto. So that's what they were known as, the Vino Tinto. You see him with the team, standing alongside him as coach, the very first professional football team in Venezuela, yeah. So that was it. That was it. He hails from Croatia originally. Yeah, guys, I was absolutely delighted with the game yesterday. As I said, I know none of you were. Yeah. Be sure to like this video for me, guys. Subscribe. I'm just going to talk. I'm just going to finish it off. Then I'm going to go up to maybe the hour mark. I'm just going to talk about the games ahead. We have Watford home. Then we have the hardest game of the season, Liverpool away. And then, that for me is the hardest game of the season, Liverpool. They're an incredible team. We have Watford home, Liverpool away, Newcastle home. I really think we need to take all 3 points against Watford, of course. I think that's within our compass. I think that's within our range. I think we can manage that. The Liverpool game is completely unpredictable. I think they're going to win. We've improved a lot, but I think Ramsdale is an absolute monster between the sticks. But Liverpool are incredible right now. Even though they had a little blip yesterday, Liverpool at home, man, they have a serious team. 10 minutes against them is a long time. They could score like cricket score. I'm not just thinking of the United game, because United weren't at the races. They were absolutely buried alive. It was all over after 10 minutes. But I'm not thinking just of the United game, the absolute trashing they handed over to Manchester United, the absolute mauling that they gave to Man United. I'm talking about in general, down through the season, last season, and Jurgen Klopp. I've nothing but respect for this guy. He is light years ahead of Mikel Arteta. I mean, they go head to head, two tacticians. You can't call Mikel a tactician. It's like coming up against Thomas Tuchel. Klopp is going to wipe the floor with you. That's all there is about it. He gets the absolute very best out of the team. That is going to be a tough game. I mean, we need to win the Watford game. We need to take 3 points in that game, because the Liverpool game for me, we can just count it as an L. Worst case scenario, guys. Very matter of factly, guys, we're probably going to lose. You know, it's as simple as that. I don't mean to be negative, but they have a serious team. The game after that, of course, is a team that have enough problems of their own. Newcastle. Hopefully, we can beat that game. We can win that game. Hopefully, we can do the business. We'll have to see what happens. We'll have to see how it goes. Yeah, but we need to win the Watford game, because going into that Liverpool match, it's very unpredictable. You know, chances are we're going to be beaten, guys. But we'll see. We'll see. They had a bit of a blip yesterday. They had a bit of a slip up. Chelsea are now first in the league. Arsenal are sixth on 17 points. We have exactly the same. Results points as Man United. Man United are fifth after 10 games with 17 points, and we are sixth with 17 points. They have a better goal difference, but we have won the exact amount of games drawn and lost as Manchester United. So they're ahead on goal difference, guys. We went all the way up to sixth. The team is going well right now. But yeah, commenting from the McManus sense. Watford will win 2-0. Liverpool will probably ruin us. Not sure by how many though. Newcastle 2-1 to us, I reckon. Yeah, I'd go along with that. I think if we won 2 out of 3, it's okay that we lose the Liverpool game. But it's not okay, but you can't do anything against it. I mean, they're an exceptional team, regardless of what happened to them yesterday. They know how to play football. And they're at home. It's going to be a tough 90 minutes for the team. I mean, we are not bad right now. The team is not bad at all. And they're improving nicely. They're on the boil. You know what I mean? They're going well. But Liverpool are an absolute monster at home. My God, their team is just terrifying. And they score goals at will. I mean, they could have blown United off the park 10-0 if they wanted to. You know what I mean? They could have wiped the floor with them completely. They got to 5-0. And they said, job done. You know what I mean? Let's look to the next game. We still only get 3 points at the end of the day. They absolutely battered them. And Klopp was heard saying, okay, he doesn't want to be responsible for Solskjaer losing his job. So he told the lads to hold back, play the ball around for the last half an hour. If you can get another goal good and well, but don't go out and destroy them. And they could have. They could have really let rip. They had an extra player, remember, after Pogba dived in recklessly, got himself sent off the club. We'll have to see, guys. It is what it is, you know. It is what it is. All right. It's as simple as that. But I agree with the McManus sense, yeah. I think that's the way it's going to go. Let's get the win over Watford anyway, and then let's see what we do against Liverpool. Yeah, because the way they're playing, man, if we got something on Anfield, I would be delighted. But it's going to be very, very difficult. Even if they came to the Emirates, I think they'd turn us over. They're an incredible team. I mean, it's just the firepower, the sheer firepower they have. And they have some serious defenders in there. I mean, that Dutch player. Man, I'm very bad for names right now. I didn't sleep too well. What is the name of that Dutch player? They have the absolute giant in the centre of the defence. My God, he's an incredible player. Anyway, he'd have you for breakfast. You know what I mean? So, I don't know. Every time he gets the ball, he takes it out of defence. There's like 3 players hanging off him trying to stop him. And it's like men against boys. So, I don't know. Somebody tell me the name of that Liverpool defender, yeah. The Dutch player they have. He's very, very strong. But yeah, he's an incredible, incredible Van Dijk. Thank you to McManus sense. Virgil van Dijk, the machine. It's just very hard to stop him from coming out with the ball, you know. He's very, very rangy, big and strong. He's like Vieira, you know. It's very hard to stop him when he gets on a run. He's like a bulldozer. Every time I look at the screen, there's like 3 guys hanging off him, but he's still coming out with the ball. So it's like that, though. I'm not exaggerating. I think the Liverpool game is going to be tough. But yeah, we get 2 other wins, 2 out of 3, man. I'll be happy with that. 6 points from 9. But let me ask you a question on the McManus sense that we're on it, yeah. The way the team is progressing, the development of the team, I know Mikel Arteta is not what we want, yeah. I know that a lot of us are Mikel Arteta out. We obviously, nothing personal against the guy, but I honestly think another manager can take the team further. I've been over that. We've been through it, but do you think we can qualify for Europe now? I mean, all of a sudden we're after leapfrogging up to 6th. What can we do? You know what I mean? What can we do? Do you think we can actually qualify for Europe? All of a sudden we're up in contention, you know? We're up into 6th place. The team is developing. Man, if we could hit top 5, I would be happy, you know? Of course, I want Mikel Arteta relieved of his job. I want him to go. We don't seem to have the bottle or the spice that like Barcelona have. As soon as Koeman was struggling, he was gone. And this is Ronald Koeman. He's not just a former player like Arteta. Arteta's an Everton player. Arteta was a very bad player for Arsenal. Anyway, look, Koeman is a legend at Barcelona. And they got rid of him like that. Chelsea and Frank Lampard, absolute legend at the club. 2012 European Cup win, man. Champions League, Lampard. His performance is on the way to that trophy. Lampard, out of there, man. No messing around. We need to be like that, you know? And they got rid of legends. I mean, guys that were, their blood is for the club. Everything about them is for their clubs. Koeman is Barcelona through and through. They got rid of him, man, like that. Lampard, if any one player epitomizes Chelsea, it's Frank Lampard. They got rid of him, man, like that. No messing. We always kind of hang around and sit on the fence a bit, you know? And why are you accepting mediocrity? I mean, he's a mediocre guy. He's not a football manager, in my opinion. And I feel sorry for the younger players at the club. I know I keep saying that, guys, and I'll say it till the cows come home. But I feel sorry for the younger players at the club. Why? Simple fact, guys. A better manager can get more out of them, further their careers, and actually we have an opportunity to win something. Only one team can win the Premier League this season, of course, guys. Each season. That goes without saying. But we're getting further and further away from that point. I mean, we're going to be settling for the 4th place trophy or something again. We're doing an Arsene Wenger on it. It respects to Wenger, yeah? Greatest manager the club ever had. But at the end, it was like 4th place trophy. You know what I mean? I just think of somebody like Antonio Conte came in. A real football manager I'm talking about here now. Not a player that has become a manager. There's a lot of that going on now. You've got Arteta at Arsenal. You've got Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. These guys couldn't manage a piss-up. You know what I mean? Solskjaer was managing with respects to them, Molde in his native Norway, and Cardiff. Cardiff sacked him. And then he comes and gets one of the biggest jobs in the world. Arteta was making the tea for Pep at City. That's all he was doing. In fairness to Vieira at Crystal Palace, They had a great result, right? But in fairness to Vieira, man, he actually did his job at New York City Football Club, NYCFC. He was doing a business over there. Belgium, he was involved in the mix, I think. Then he came to Arsenal. Then he came to Crystal Palace, I mean. And he's an Arsenal legend. Why didn't we give him a shot? Why Arteta? I mean, what has he done to deserve that, man? Nothing. You know what I mean? Like, man, in a sense, we're doing okay, but let's not run before we can walk. Europe would be nice, but in my opinion, we're a million miles away from being ready for Europe. Yeah, that's a fair point, though. You said that the last day, too. Yeah, I agree with you, man. 110%. We're going to go into Europe and we're going to get an ass whooping. We're going to get handed to us. You know what I mean? We're not at that level. And it's a very hard level. Like, I remember, as I'm sure you do, man, back in the day, Bergkamp, Henry, Perez, Freddie Lundberg, Vieira, Petit, Marc Overmars. And even with that team, there were some very hard games in Europe, even with the quality we had on the field. Even with that team. It's a very high level. Champions League, especially. Even with that team, we had some very hard games, some real battles. I mean, we only got into the final once. You know what I mean? In 2006, losing to Barcelona. Thierry Henry. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I think you're right. It's out of our reach right now. It's out of our reach. And let's not run before we can walk. Europe would be nice, but I'm yeah. It's tough there, yeah. We need to get more signings, yeah. We need to get a decent manager, yeah. We need to get a real manager, a football manager, not a former player. Like man is sense, then maybe we can go for a European place. At the moment, no, we want to get battered. I agree with you 110% now. Thank you to the McManus Sense for tuning in, by the way. If you haven't already, guys, smash a like on his video. He uploaded, I think, yesterday or the day before. I watched the video myself. I liked it and I commented. Check out his channel, guys. You'll be surprised what you might find. And make sure if you subscribe to his channel, you click on the notifications. Otherwise, it's like nothing. It's not a part. It doesn't work. Subscribe to the man's channel and click on the notifications bell. I get notified every time he uploads. He's uploading regular content, guys. It's a channel worth following, my opinion. Simple as that. As my own. All right, guys. It is what it is, It is what it is. So that's it. I'm alone at the moment in the house. The wife and the mother-in-law are gone out. So while the cat's away, the mouse will play. Oh, man. Yeah. And that's all there is about it. All right, guys. Let's see. Yeah. Thank you to everybody for all your support on my channel anyway. 1,225 subscribers, can't be wrong. You know what I mean? Or else you just don't know any better and they subscribe to my channel. Yeah, I'm not setting the world on fire on my channel, guys, but I'm doing my thing and I'm keeping it going. And it's as simple as that. All right, guys. It is what it is. Maybe a quick look ahead to the games. Watford, let me see what position they're in. Our next game, we're home to Watford. That's it. Our next match, we're home to Watford. Let me just see what's going on there. Let me just get up the Premier League site there, guys. Just bear with me here for a second. All right, here it is. Yeah, Watford are in 16th, yeah. 10 games played, 3 games won, 1 draw, and they have 6 defeats. Now, we should do them at home, yeah. We should do them at home, but you never know in football. But they're down in 16th, yeah. I think we can do them. I think they're down in 16th. Yeah, thanks for the support, McManus, since I appreciate it, yeah. I'm doing my thing, man. I'm doing what I can. I was actually talking to Troops TV there the other day, Barstool Sports. I actually texted him, when he was doing a live stream. And I just put a comment in. And I was perfectly serious and respects the Troops. He replied to it because he has like maybe 400 comments coming at once in the feed, in the live stream. But I asked him, does he have any tips for any YouTubers starting out? Anybody YouTubers? He just said one thing to me: keep creating content. That's what I'm doing. Keep creating content. Keep doing your thing. At some point, you're not going to be the biggest channel, same probably in your whole life, but you'll be happy, you'll be doing your thing, and you'll see some results. It'll get a little bit better for you. All right, guys, let's see what's going on. In the league right now, Leeds United are playing Norwich. It's currently 0-0. But like I said, the Watford game, they're in 16th place. They've lost 6 out of 10. They have 3 wins and 1 draw. They're doing all right, but I think we've enough for them at home, of course. We're up in 6th at the moment, currently in 6th. 3 teams on 17 points. West Ham in 4th, United in 5th, Arsenal in 6th. Another win could really propel us, propel us further. We'll just have to see how it is, guys. But that's Watford for you. Of course, Newcastle are second from last. 0 wins, actually, the poor guys. 4 draws and 6 losses. Newcastle are all at sea now. They're all over the place. Absolutely all over the place. Warren has just joined us, the McManus sense. Let me just put up that comment there. Warren's team talk has joined the building, guys. I'm very good, Warren, man. I'm very good. I had a bit of a rough one yesterday, but I'm holding tough, man. I'm holding tough. You know what it is. You know what it is, man. But anyway, I'm alright. It was a tough one. But yeah, let me think. What was I going to say? I started my live stream, Warren. I mentioned a lot of different YouTube channels, and I mentioned yours also. But guys, check out this channel, Warren's Team Talk. Like his videos, guys. He's uploading regularly, at least once a day. Like his videos, smash the subscribe to his channel, and don't forget to click on the notifications bell that you get notified every time he uploads content. Simple as that. Do us as a favor, guys. He does like a groundhopper series. He does previews, reviews. We do a score center together where we talk about it. I would have been there yesterday, but I had something going on. Unfortunately, I couldn't be there. But check out his channel. He does the groundhopper series. He's supported Arsenal since 1972. He's the real old school gunner, yeah. I know I keep saying that. He's going to tell me no, less of the old. You know what I mean? But he supported them since 1972. He's the real OSG. He does the Groundhopper series where he talks about all the different games he attended away, supporting Arsenal or any other games. He also does like a Scottish football one, like Scotland's most successful teams. So check that out. But he talks about games that he has visited, Groundhopper series, this, that, and the other. Commenting from the McManus Sense. All right, Warren, hope you're well, sir. Warren's always well. He's always well. So yeah, guys, I have the place to myself right now. The wife and the mother-in-law are gone out to do a bit of shopping, so I'm taking advantage of it. Yeah, we're meant to be having burgers later with some more of the family are going to come over, and we're going to be sitting down and chilling. We've only got one more week left in Venezuela, and after that I'm heading back to Europe, and God knows when I'll be back here. Let's be honest. So I'm going to make most of it, spend time with the family, and then we're going to head back in a week. But I'll be back on Irish soil, and I'll be doing what I do best, getting up to no good. I'm only joking, guys. But I'm a bit old now for that. But we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It is what it is, guys. Simple as. But welcome along to the show, Warren. I hope you're enjoying the stream so far. Bit of a calm one. But we have a question for you, Warren. I just asked McManus Sense. What do you think about our chances of qualifying for Europe now? Do you think we can make it? Of course, the McManus Sense thinks even if we do, we're not ready for it because the team has regressed. We don't want to get beaten. You don't run before you can walk. You know what I mean? All right. Yeah, everything's grand, man. I just need to sleep. My eyes. I'm good, man. I'm good. I could do with a drink of water now, to be honest. I forgot to bring my water with me. It's over there somewhere. Anyway, it is what it is, guys. Yeah. We'll have to see what happens in the game against Watford, yeah. But that is definitely next Sunday, yeah. So a week from now, we have Watford home. Then it's like a 2-week break until the game away against Liverpool at Anfield. And then the week after, we've got Newcastle at home. So we'll see the way that works out. But I agree with McManus Sense, man. If we can win 2 out of 3, because the Liverpool game, I think, is going to be a hard one. I mean, Liverpool at home, that's going to be tricky. It's not going to be easy. We're going to have to be well up for it. It's honestly hard. It's hard to say which way that's going to go, Anything could happen out there. You'll have to see the way it works. McManus Sense, I'm good, mate. Thanks. Yeah. Keep up the conversation, guys. Keep up the communication. It's good, yeah. Keep it going. What it is, man. The Liverpool game, for me anyway, so far our player of the season, and I think it's just going to stay that way, is Aaron Ramsdale. An incredible goalkeeper. A lot of eyebrows were raised when we bought him. He had been relegated with 2 different teams. 24 million we paid for him. Relegated twice with 2 different teams. I mean to say, lads, I for one thought it was a ridiculous signing. But Aaron Ramsdale has taken that doubt, those words, he's got them and he's rammed them down my throat. You know what I mean? a proper Ramsdale style. He made me eat my words. I had to eat some humble pie. You know what I mean? I didn't have a problem doing it because the man is an absolute beast for Arsenal. Incredible goalkeeper. When Peter Schmeichel calls you out and says it's one of the greatest saves he's ever seen, say no more about it. Thank you, Warren. I got that message, man. I appreciate it. I was on a bit of a struggle there the last couple of days. The numbers, the hours kind of dried up a little bit for me. But I'm coming back strong and I'm doing my thing. And that's all there is about it. But thank you for your continued support, Warren. I appreciate it, man. Big up yourself. Let me just see here, guys. I just got a text message. Sorry about this. Chat amongst yourselves. Yeah, what a YouTuber, man. YouTuber of the year. Chat amongst yourselves. I'm just a natural. It just comes naturally to me. I'm Irish. What can I say? McMahon sent in with another comment there. And Ramsdale has been the best signing we've made under Arteta. He's been awesome. I slated him when we bought him. I'm now eating humble pie. Yeah, me too, man. I'm eating humble pie, a big slice. He caught it and he rammed it down my throat. You know what I mean? You can't help but sit up and take notice of the guy. He demands your attention. He's like, your eyes are just drawn to him on the screen. We got so used to Bernd Leno, and I don't want to put the boot in on Bernd Leno. We got so used to his lackluster performances. Ramsdale has been a breath of fresh air, and he's 110% committed to the cause. There's no in between with him. He's not looking at a different team. He doesn't want to be somewhere else. He's completely focused on what he's doing with Arsenal. He gives 110%, no more, no less. He lays it all on the line out there. Everything, man. He gives it all, everything he has. Even when we were under the cosh against Brighton, when he got the ball, he was looking to play it quick to try to get us moving forward, to try to get something going on, even though they were menacing. You know what I mean? Rohan Hirish Dabian, sup OSG, you good? Yeah, I'm good, man. I'm doing well. Man. I hope you're keeping well too. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate it. We were just talking about the win yesterday against Leicester, and I honestly have to ask, do you think now we can push for a European place? Whether or not we're ready for it, yeah, we'll have to see what happens, Simple as that. But yeah, maybe we can get back into Europe. But of course, the McMahon sense, I respect his opinion. He thinks don't run before you can walk. The team has regressed a lot. We have gone backwards. Europe would be a big ask. Big time. If we qualify, if it's all ifs, buts, and maybes, guys. Ramsdale Leno. Yeah, that's the way it is, man. That's the way it is. Simple as. Let me just check some here, guys. Just got a message there coming in from a friend of mine, guys. Sorry about that. He's heading into the hospital with his fiance. She's having a baby. So back in Ireland. So he's just texting me there that he's heading into the hospital with her now, and hopefully all will go well. A lot of things happening for the old school gunner right now. Anyway. All right, guys. Okay, sorry about that. But yeah, for the moment, it's Ramsdale over Leno, yeah. And Leno looked very concerned yesterday when Ramsdale was playing his usual game. You know what I mean? You could see him looking onto the pitch. He looked concerned. Are Arsenal linked to any other player? I haven't heard anything, to be honest. It's gone very, very quiet with those kind of things. I always look at Arsenal news. They tend to have a lot of stories. The official website of the club, of course, arsenal.com. But no, they've gone very quiet right now. We need a DM and we need a striker, in my opinion. The January transfer window is going to be approaching soon. It would be nice to get a bit of business done there. We just have to see the way it works out. It is what it is, It is what it is. But if we can do a little bit of business, it would be very good, What can you say? It would be a real positive thing for the club if we could do that. We do need a couple of signings. I haven't heard that we've been linked to anyone, to be honest. Let me just check. It's gone very quiet on that front, I'll be honest. You know what I mean? There's always rumours abound. But we have to see the way it goes. Let me see. What are they talking about now? Van de Beek. Yeah, maybe Van de Beek boost. I don't know. Like, there are a lot of clutching at straws out there, you know. There's a lot of clutching at straws with the club. Do I like Kelleher for Ireland? That's a very good question, you know. That is a very good question because he actually comes from the same area as me. We come from the same area of Cork, yeah. He comes from Cork City. I come from Cork City. He played for the local team where I grew up, so I've seen him around the place. You know what I mean? I know him to see. I like him because he's one of our own. I think he's very, very good. I think he's on the books at Liverpool now, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's on the books at Liverpool, but he comes from the same area that I come from. You know what I mean? So he comes from the south side of Cork City. So yeah, I think a lot of him. I think he's a good goalkeeper. He's confident. He's a very big guy. I mean, if you ever seen the guy, I think he's 6'3", imposing, physically strong. Yeah, I think he's good. I think he's good. But Ireland now, I mean, we have a very good coach. We have a very good coach right now. He used to coach Dundalk, and they were like very close to qualifying for the Champions League proper group stage a few times. He's a very, very good coach. But it looks like he got into his form and he got into his rhythm too late. I mean, the Ireland manager, because I don't think we're going to make it into the World Cup. But I think when qualification starts again for the Euros, I think we can do something. He just found his rhythm and he found his mojo, the Irish manager, like about a year in charge. You know, he got the team he wanted. He got things set up on the training ground. He's a very, very good goalkeeper and very good manager. I mean, and of course, Kelleher is a very good goalkeeper. But I think the manager that came to Ireland, he just kind of got into his rhythm too late. That we were not going to qualify for the World Cup this time around. I think, you know what I mean. But we'll see, guys. We'll see. Yeah, second goalie for Liverpool. Yeah, he comes from the same area as me, same city and the same part of the city. I think he's all right. He's doing well. He did well to get across the water to Liverpool, without a doubt. And Jurgen Klopp rates him very highly. You know what I mean? The McManus Saints, I keep seeing us being linked with Sakal. Yeah, I thought he was coming. He, of course, is a Swiss international, yeah? And I lived in Switzerland for 10 years, guys. I was living in the city of Zurich. So I was speaking in the German region part of Switzerland. But yeah, I was living in Zurich. Zakaria, Swiss international. He's a good player. Dennis Zakaria. He's at Gladbach in the Bundesliga. I think a lot of him. Talking about Newcastle, is there any Arsenal player linked to them? Not that I've heard. My friend. I mean, the only Arsenal player that I was happy that went to Newcastle was Joe Willock. I mean, he's a fantastic player for Arsenal. He wasn't getting game time. I was very happy for him that he got signed by them. But of course, now Steve Bruce has been shown the door. He's after getting a sack. And last season, Willock was on loan at Newcastle United from Arsenal. Last season, he was on loan. So basically, guys, he had a great loan period. He was banging in the goals, smashing them into the roof of the net. Liverpool fans will remember him, I think. But yeah, he was playing fantastic for them. But now with the downturn at the club, Bruce is gone. The new owner is taking over at Newcastle. Who knows what that's going to bring? All right, guys. I'm going to knock the live stream on the head there. I would like to thank everybody for tuning in. And let me just feed this question. What do I think about Ole's win yesterday? I think it's after saving his ass. I think Spurs aren't what they should be. I think Nuno Espirito Santo has made a mess of the team, and they couldn't be playing worse than they are. And they got absolutely blitzed yesterday by United, and United are not exactly Liverpool. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think about the win. I think it saved his ass. One weak team against another weak team. That's how I see things. Thank you for tuning in to McManus Sense. I appreciate it. Everybody, like his videos, subscribe to his channel, The McManus Sense, and click on the notifications for him. Catch with you later. Have a nice day. You have a nice day too. And thanks for joining the stream. And thanks for giving your comments. I enjoyed the chat. And take it easy. And see you next time. All right, guys. Like this video for me. Subscribe to my channel, Old School Gunner, if you haven't already. If you could play my Old School Gunner playlist, I would appreciate it. As long as you can. Just let it play on a device that you don't use. Just plug it in and let it play for me. Maybe you can do that, Rohan. Play my old school gunner playlist. I would appreciate it. I get my watch hours up. Thanks a lot, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Like this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And take it easy. Come on, you Gooners. Peace.